Go.
Our presentation is on AI in education by Tiernan,
Noah Demansky,
Alejandro.
And me, Maximilian.
what we'll be going over today is our problem, the rules of AI in education, solution 1, solution 2, and the conclusion. Our problem is because students are being over-reliant on AI, their education in school is being negatively impacted. First, before we go deeper into the problem, let's ask, what is AI? Well, AI is the initials for artificial intelligence, which to be better understood could be called programmed intelligence, because that's what it is. It's a series of algorithms that scroll through the internet, finding thousands of resources to answer your question. According to Melissa Chen, the VP of Strategy Risk, and her associates, AI's new technology add-on price, or NTAP, has averaged out to $212.9 million a year, which is equivalent to the amount of money that it costs for 10 average-sized homes to pay for their electricity and water over the span of 15 years. The reason it's in education is because the problem solving and asking questions for students. It creates a more engaging learning environment, and it has quick feedback to help teachers answer questions of students. How does it negatively affect kids? Well, AI has algorithmic bias, which is a bunch of algorithms that repeatedly make mistakes to spread false information. It also lowers information. It also lowers motivation. Dr. Lizakov of Computer and Information Systems and Dr. Viswanath for Data System ran a study that checks the competitions of people who used AI, people who didn't. The people who used AI were more at ease with their work and were less motivated to work hard, while the people without AI worked harder.
I'll be presenting solution 1 to this problem, which is teachers should be mindful of AI when it is in use by their students. Why use the solution? Well, you see, AI is not trustable. This means, as I learned when doing my research paper, AI can take sources across the internet that are biased, and then it takes that and it interprets it into its own knowledge. And so when it gives an answer to a student, the answer could potentially be biased, making the student biased, and therefore the answer incorrect. Also, it can be proved very dangerous if used incorrectly. For say a student completely depends on AI, what happens when they don't have access to a computer and when they're doing a paper test? What would happen is then they'd have to learn independently. And since they've been using AI for so long, it wouldn't be this ability would be restricted and less beneficial. How can teachers implement this? Having representations and examples of AI's potential dangers. A teacher can teach their students about the examples and the representations of what would happen if they completely depended on AI, or if they took biased answers from AI. Also, teaching students the importance of learning independently. Like I just stated before, students learning independently is very important to their educational career. Students should be able to notice how important it is for them to not use AI, and therefore this could help them stop to use AI. Potential issues though. Teachers may not have enough time, but their already heavy workload of grading tests, teaching students, and just being at school for 7 hours a day, and even after school just grading papers, teachers may not have enough time to implement this teaching about AI to their students. Also, students may not feel compelled to learn. I know many of you don't want to be at school right now. It's a widely accepted opinion by many minors across the U.S. That could affect, therefore, your wanting to not use AI. Also, the lack of effort from teachers. I'm not saying teachers don't give a lot of effort, but their pay wage is very low. This could then make it so they don't really care how their students succeed.
Okay. A second solution to this problem is using AI to strictly help students.
This solution involves using AI as a personal tutor that guides students through their education. This graphic shows some of the ways that using AI as a tutor can benefit students. Perhaps the most important is individualized learning. Jiaji Pan, who is part of a team at the School of Information Management at Shanghai Lixin University, wrote that, quote, AI allows students to concentrate on their individual needs. Individual instructions, tests, and feedback can be generated. As a result, learners are working with the content they are ready for, filling in the knowledge gaps. This quote brings up the fact that AI can give students very focused critiques and content so that improvement is maximized, making AI a very efficient tool in education. Also, on a similar note, Dagmar Hieg and Lucy Avmaridu, professors in science education with the Center of Learning and Teaching at the University of Groningen, mentioned how AI can provide, quote, non-traditional learning environments. What they mean by this is that AI can teach in different learning styles to fit any particular student's needs. One large-scale example of this is gamified learning, in which game elements are implemented into educational settings. This learning environment increases the amount of interactivity between the student and the content, thereby increasing student interest in learning. So, as you can see, this solution not only reduces the reliance of technology by using AI as a tutor, but it also benefits students' education through personalized learning. However, there are still some limitations to this method. This solution should make it so that students only use AI for helping purposes only, but outside of school, students could still use other AI programs to do their work for them. Also, on a financial note, implementing AI could cost lots of money, which could make it difficult to implement in schools with less affluence, which could cause some educational inequality.
Okay, so solution 2 is how we should approach AI integration into school for 3 key reasons. First, it addresses the core disadvantage of AI, which is that AI is harmful to its users and relied on too much. Secondly, solution 2 can be executed differently, making it versatile and thus changeable for different settings. And finally, solution 2 teaches students more engagingly and helpfully than solution 1. Solution 2 addresses the drawback of harming students' thinking when AI is used incorrectly. By teaching students to use AI in a way that encourages thinking, which is strictly helping them instead of doing work for them, AI will benefit students rather than causing them to devalue their education. Now, in what way we teach students to use AI changes as educational settings change. Because there are many ways for students to use AI, solution 2 benefits education. So AI can be used in different ways. These different ways usually have different purposes depending on the class AI is being used in. For examples of objectives of the use of AI include encouraging students to critically and creatively think, assisting students with laborious tasks, improving student motivation and mood in class, and providing resources and feedback to students. One real-life example of this fourth objective of providing resources and feedback to students is explained by Jia Li of Northeast Normal University and Zhao Jia of Weifeng University of Science and Technology, as they talk about the results of the usage of an AI-based interactive learning method for a higher education course. Overall, the proposed method contributes to interactive learning by providing a more engaging and effective way for art and design majors to learn. It allows students to tactically engage with the subject matter and receive immediate feedback, contributing to their overall learning outcomes and problem-solving skills. Thank you. This usage of AI in an art course in college shows us that AI can and has improved education students. This confirms that AI can be used to effectively enhance learning. Finally, by teaching students how to use AI in order for it to give advice, AI can personalize education to students. Rinroy Roy of Middle School Business, talking about how AI can be used to personalize learning, explains, if such content is in the field of e-learning platforms, personalized feedback and recommendations on a large scale can be possible. At this moment, it is not quite possible to give each student individual attention. However, if content is created and graded by AI, it will ensure personalized learning styles by identifying students' pain points and providing appropriate recommendations. By using AI, teachers can give every student the feedback they need while still being resourceful. In this way, AI can personalize education by doing what human teachers can't, give undivided and unlimited attention to This is why solution 2 is better than solution 1, which is that we should teach students how to use AI. Let me start one side.
Will you get off the screen?
Yeah.
Can you see if that did the time?